Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Friday First Cut series. I am Nidhi Manchanda, a certified financial planner and head of training and development at Fintu. This is our 20th video, and in this video we are going to talk about financial planning for beginners. If you are a beginner, as in you have just started earning, or it's just been few years that you are earning and you are confused as to how to and where to start, then stay tuned. In this video, I'll talk about 4 main steps for financial planning. But before that, I would like to tell you that if you are a beginner, it is very important to check your financial health. We have already made a video on 5 parameters to check your financial health and also on types of health insurance. So make sure that you check those videos first because those are the basics. Now moving on to today's video, we will discuss 4 steps to jumpstart your financial planning journey. Step number 1, make a list of all your goals. Financial planning is all about goal-based planning, and so that's the first and the most important step. Now your goal could be anything. It could be buying a house, buying a car, or it could be children's education, their wedding, or retirement planning, or maybe going on a vacation. Write down all the things that you want to achieve in future, but make sure that all your goals are SMART goals. Now what do you mean by SMART goal is basically S stands for being specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time bound. For example, don't write down that I want to be rich. Instead, you can write that I want to buy a house worth 3 crores in 10 years time. Now in this example, the goal is very specific because we are talking about buying a house. It's a specific goal. Also it is measurable because we are keeping an amount here which is 3 crores. And also it is time bound because we are saying that it is to be achieved in 10 years time. Whether it is attainable or it is realistic, that we'll see in later steps. Step number 2 is find out how much you need to save and invest for each goal. Once you have your own goal list ready, the next step is to find out how much you need to save and invest on a monthly basis, for example, to achieve that particular goal in that specified time limit. For this, you can use a financial calculator wherein you put information like your goal amount, what's the inflation rate, the number of years, and then you can also put in any current investment that you have, the expected rate of return as per your risk profile, and these calculators will tell you how much you need to invest, let's say on a monthly basis, to achieve this goal. So you can use any of such financial planning tool like Fintu and find out the monthly investment required for each goal. Step number 3 now is to analyze your income and expenses. Now by now you are aware as to how much you need to invest on a monthly basis. Basically you are aware about the need, how much you need. Now it's time to check your budget. Now when I say budget, we mean your income and expenses. Analyze how much you can invest on a monthly basis considering your current income and current expenses. Let's say in step number 2, you found out that in order to achieve all your goals, you need to invest 50,000 rupees. But after analyzing your current income and expenses, you come to know that you are able to save and invest only 35,000. So there is a shortfall of 15,000 here. So 50,000 is what you need and 35,000 is what you can save or invest on a monthly basis. Now in this case, what should be done? So basically we can say that these are the goals which are unattainable or unrealistic looking at your current financial situation. So there are certain ways to tackle this. One of the way is that you try to reduce your unwanted expenses. So try to reduce your expenses and therefore your saving amount will increase. That is one way of doing it. Suppose let's say you are not able to curb your expenses, then second option that you have is prioritizing your goals. Maybe if you have set 5 goals, you can start working only on 4, and one of the goals which is not on very high priority, you can just keep it on hold for some time. Another way of handling this is that you revisit the amount of each goals. So try to reduce the amount of goals. For example, in one of the case, if we have considered 3 crores of a house as a goal, you can revisit that amount and maybe make it 2.5 crores or 2 crores. In that way, it will become attainable and realistic to achieve. It is further suggested that you take a help of a financial planner or an FP tool like Fintu if you feel that this is too complicated for you to do it yourself. After you complete step number 3, you will have a fair idea as in how much you need to invest on a monthly basis or on a quarterly basis. So basically the investment amount is now clear. So now comes the turn of step number 4. Step number 4 is start investing. Investing is a crucial step. If after doing all this planning, you do not put it into action and you do not actually invest, then all these efforts are waste. Please note that always invest your money as per your own risk profile and not as per your friends or relatives' advice. We have made a detailed video on how to find out your risk profile. So do check out that video. The link will be in the description box. So these were the 4 steps. I hope now you will be able to start your own financial planning. In case of any further query, feel free to get in touch with our Fintu finance experts. And for more such videos, do subscribe to our channel.